Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one for you today. Regardless of the fact that XRP and cryptocurrency is currently falling like a manhole cover from the sky, we got some good stuff to talk about because I think a change is going to come. Let's just go ahead and roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. As promised, I would remind you that on link2.com, Uphold is back. Ripple was back, and it's sold out in under 2 minutes. Kraken is back, but it's sold out, but there's going to be more. You better pay attention. Keep a close eye. If you're an accredited investor, make sure you go register and have an opportunity at that private equity. It is amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the numbers this morning very quickly. $1.3 trillion plus for the cryptocurrency market cap. Have you seen this? Oh my. Now, we were sitting at 2.5 trillion plus for a cryptocurrency market cap collectively. And now we're at 1.3. There is more than $1 trillion of regular old money that had been in here, whether it be retail investor or whether it be institutional investor. There's more than $1 trillion missing from this market right now. What is happening? Well, for starters, Bitcoin is $33,000. We know that there's been some changes talked about in China about financial institutions not being able to mess with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. We know that there is a large miner that is in China saying that they're going to start building and moving into North America. We're going to get into that in just a second. So the whole cryptocurrency market is affected right now. Look at these numbers really quickly. It really is Sunday, bloody Sunday out here, right? So 31% plus by the 7-day right here. 12% plus of that is in the last 24 hours for Bitcoin. We see $33,645 for Bitcoin right now. We see $1,900 off of a more than $4,000 Ethereum right now. We're off 20+% on the 24 hour and 47.94% on the 7-day for Ethereum. Coming down here, even the joke coin like the digital pet rock Dogecoin, which is 29 cents at the moment, is off by 16.98% on the 24 hour and 43 plus on the 7-day. We see Cardano, which has experienced new all-time highs of $2 plus. We see now off by 26.63% in the 24 hour, 51.06% on the 7-day for Cardano. The whole market bleeding here. You get it. And at 72 cents right now, and I want to let you know I proudly bought the dip. This is not a sales pitch. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you, I buy the dip around here. That's what I do. And this is 72 cents right now. I got it at 70, I'm glad to say. Off by 23.38% on the 24 hour. And we are off by 53.45% on the 7-day, ladies and gentlemen. I believe if we look at this right here at the price we're currently sitting at, 71 cents on Fiat Link, and we're ranging now between 70 cents and 96 cents. We will hear from the technical experts in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and get started here. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is sitting right now at about a 12. People are extremely fearful. I am reminded, not financial advice, that, when there is fear, be greedy, and when there's greed, be fearful, right? Just a thought. And here we go, moving on to this. This is Wu Blockchain right here. Gensler, one of China's largest miners, said that joint mining services, the company, will no longer be open to Chinese investors, and he will build mines in North America. Joint mining is a mining investment service he provides to investors. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you, but you get it. There is a narrative shift here, right? We know about the Bitcoin Pizza Box campaign to try to drum up money for a human rights charity so they can give that money that's raised to developers for the Bitcoin network to try to make it better and move it away from proof of work. Best of luck with that one. Here we see Barry Silbert says to us, what if there was one company that was behind most of the Bitcoin energy usage FUD? Now that would make for a sensational story for somebody to write. Look at Barry Silbert dropping it out here. XRP Panic rightfully replies here and says, what if there was one company that was behind most of the Ripple XRP security fund? One that would push the SEC to even bring an action against a legitimate business. Now that would make for a sensational story for somebody to write. Oh, XRP Panic. Touche, my friend. We never know about these things, but, as time goes, time will tell on everybody, right? Michael Val, 5 links to Hall of Famer, says here, Goldman Sachs, one of the most important banks in the United States and the whole world, released a report on cryptocurrencies, and its contents is quite promising for the ecosystem. Look, Goldman Sachs has clearly said that they are going to open up a platform and start offering cryptocurrencies to their wealthiest clients. It starts from the top down. We've seen that, and that is happening. Deutsche Bank says Bitcoin's gone from trendy to tacky. Here's what expects to happen next. And basically, I'm not going to go into the whole article, but the reality here is that Bitcoin has caught a lot of heat in the short term because of its proof of work and energy consumption. It doesn't work moving to a greener world, right? So it doesn't mean, and look, I just want to clarify this. There's a lot of new people coming into the channel and the space every single day. And I just want to clarify, I personally believe for myself that Bitcoin will be around long term, but I do believe it has some immediate hurdles which could experience regulatory decisions that impact the proof of work token or technology, which would affect Bitcoin, or we may even see a carbon tax introduced, which could also harm proof of work tokens like Bitcoin as well. This is why we know that there's something coming, because Chris Larsen has made the call to action that Bitcoin and all its miners and things need to get that moved over to proof of stake at the very least, and away from proof of work. So there's been that call to action from him. Then we heard Kevin O'Leary talk about the fact that something needs to change because he doesn't want to invest in what he calls blood coin, Bitcoin out of China, unless you know where that coin came from, which means he's hinting there that something is coming for a change in Bitcoin and how you buy it, trade it, sell it, and hold it, and how it can be tracked back to where it came from. He's obviously leaning in that there is more there than we are aware of, and I think that's where the bad idea for the pizza box campaign came from. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now, what we do know is that from another Hall of Famer here, DJ Peter Vass, and shout out to Bond Crypt, CBDCs may disrupt the financial system. Let's strike out the word may. Right? CBDCs are going to disrupt the system because this system isn't going to be a full financial system until the CBDCs are actually in place. And what do we know about that? I'll tell you what we know about that. We know once CBDCs, which are central bank digital currencies, in other words, government paper money that's in your pocket being digitalized and tokenized so you don't have to have the paper money anymore. Don't believe it. It's still true. It's all coming, right? And in this moment, we understand that the digital dollars of the government money of the world doesn't work in the new financial system, and it won't be disruptive unless there's a neutral bridge currency or currencies that sit in between all of this money to be able to exchange it so you don't experience spillover shocks from each government around the world and whatever choices they make to do with their monetary policy. Don't believe it. It's still true. It's very true. Here we go. And we see Fed is working on crypto like digital dollar. And we know that this has been going on for years, and they have been really, really quiet about it and in denial about it for the last couple years. But we have found the information on this channel. We know Jerome Powell wrote an 8-page dissertation more than 2 years ago about exactly how to create a CBDC for the Federal Reserve and the U.S. Treasury. And now they're talking about engaging the public this summer, releasing a paper on what they're going to do. And at the same time that that's happening, we see that Facebook's digital dollar, Diem, which used to be called Libra, is leaving Switzerland and has taken away the application that they filed there to operate in Switzerland. They've canceled that application. They're moving back here to the U.S. at the same time that the U.S. is doing their digital dollar pilot test at five different approaches, right? So this to me is pretty remarkable. Remember, a reminder here that Facebook's stablecoin is no longer a basket of mixed currencies like the IMF and the basket there for the SDR. They had to ditch that idea when it was Libra. It was so bad that they had to not only ditch that white paper and that approach, they had to change the name from Libra to Diem. And now it's just going to be a regular stable coin, which means a private digital dollar that is held to 1-to-1 to the actual government issue US dollar. Something's up here, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it's positive for us. And everybody says to the knee-jerk reaction to that, well, if it's so positive for us, then why is the market down? Well, it's a great question. But I believe that the market is down, and the reason we're in the middle of Sunday, Bloody Sunday right now, is because what have we covered over the last several months, and including the last several weeks? Citibank, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, State Street, right? Wells Fargo. They're all going to offer cryptocurrency to some portion of their clients. That's not an opinion. That's not speculation. That's what they have said. And that's what they're going to do. So it seems to me that it's right that the market is down right now, because it seems to me as the market begins to turn and roll around, I would expect at some point that opportunity of offering by these traditional legacy banks and firms to become the option. And as the market returns back to a healthier side, you will be able to go, if you're offered that from those places, to those traditional institutions to buy and custody your assets instead of a cryptocurrency platform. And if you couple that with the SEC here from DJ Peter Vass, who's another Hall of Famer, says the SEC chairman highlights the importance of being ready for crypto. Well, what do we know about Gary Gensler, the new head chairman there at the SEC? I'll tell you what we know. He's a very smart guy. I have a monsoon of respect for Gary Gensler, but I do understand what he has expressed over the last couple of years worth of interviews and conferences. He has made it abundantly clear that he believes the majority of cryptocurrencies are actually digital asset securities. Don't believe that, it's still true. I'm not suggesting XRP will be a security. However, we have covered on this channel how that could work and not be a stock of Ripple. But the reality is for the moment here, is that I believe that what we're really watching here is we're watching possibly the market be rolled for the most part, for the majority's sake, be rolled and considered digital asset securities potentially. Take a look at Flare Networks, for instance. Flare Networks coupled with Flare Finance. Look at the opportunity to lock up your assets and earn rewards there, right? What is Flare Networks? Well, to me, accompanied with Flare Finance, is a decentralized, possibly in Gary Gensler's eyes, a new decentralized digital asset securities platform. Go look at some of the verbiage and the glossaries on there. I've been having this conversation with Big Skinny and Lanker offline behind the scenes, and the verbiage on those platforms looks a lot like security verbiage. There's bonds and returns on bonds, what they call bonds, right? I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying that Gary Gensler has said many times that the fact that these assets have a little bit of utility doesn't really mean to him that they're not securities, because they have the ability to raise billions of dollars. Doesn't make it the same as a movie ticket. It doesn't make it the same as a laundry token or an arcade token. And that's where he stands on the matter. Now, what comes of this, I don't know, but it would be it will be great to watch it happen. There's no question. Now, looking here, we see Figure Securities secures regulatory approval for blockchain securities trading. Now, this would come in handy if we get a Gary Gensler-like market where most things are digital asset securities, but this is really in response to the idea that they could use security tokens, like, whether it be property or stocks, and you're tokenizing, actual securities that we know already. Right? So this is good for them. This is good for the whole space. It just means that everyone is moving quickly to a place where they are going to digitalize and tokenize every single thing that is an asset of value. That's where the ultimate end goal is here. Crypto Wizard is one of the technical experts and analysts, shout out to Billy and Martin there, that have been spot on through this thing, and so many others like CoinsKid and Dark Defender, right? I mean, and many others. And I can't list them all, and I don't want to try because I'll mess it up. But he says on this day, in response to this Ian's post here, are you still confident the market cycle isn't over and XRP is going to see new all-time highs? This pullback seems to be getting far too big for just a pullback. Crypto Wizard says, in my opinion, this is a wonderful correction which members were made aware of. It is an opportunity to buy. We are still in a bullish market, and XRP hasn't even started its bull run yet. Diamond hands win. Not financial advice, but here comes some more thoughts and opinions on the market here from Dark Defender. He says, hi there. I'd like to congratulate the Italian band on the Eurovision Song Contest yesterday. They're very brilliant, he says. Rock and roll, baby. Nice. Shout out to them. Well, let me update you with XRP. He says, dears, we will have a move incoming towards $1 today, I believe. And this was just really, early hours this morning. So we could see a turnaround sometime later today. And we'll have a move incoming towards $1 today, I believe. He says, please find the updates with the Elliott waves below. If you look at this, there are areas here that we have talked about, whether it's been CoinsKid or Crypto Wizard or Dark Defender here, 75 cents. And where are we at today? We are still sitting at 72 cents right here. That's where we're at, right? So this to me is pretty incredible that we're seeing these supports work out this way, or if it blows through the support and goes down to the next level. And they have let us know about this, and it's been very comfortable for me. And again, I bought the dip, and we could even see 64 cents touched in this, as CoinsKid pointed out for us yesterday. Now, before I get out of here, I want to tell you about this, because this is my brother and my sister-in-law down here, and they are crushing it in Richmond. And if you have a pet, and I do, I have a little doggy named Joe, and I've got a cat named Pepper, aka Bobo's, but this is jonesing for a treat. They are healthy, natural treats for your best friend. That's right, these are doggy treats, and they really are good. And I tell you, I have seen video and personally firsthand, these treats are really, once your dog has them, they won't want anything else. So there is a 20% off discount code for this if you are an animal lover and you love your pet. All you have to put in is DP 2021. DP 2021, and you can get an order for your dog and make sure you find out. And they got two different kinds here. They do peanut butter and banana treats and sweet potato treats. Like I said, all healthy, really good for your dog, natural treat, and they scarf them up. I've seen it firsthand. So make sure you check them out and get you a nice discount on that. And that is going to do it for me. Shout out to them, send them my love. And that I'm going to catch all of you on the next one. Make sure you check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. Great deals on all great products and services that I use each and every day. And more importantly, they are trusted, vetted links. Be very careful what you click on out here in the internet world. I'll catch all of you on the next one.